Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel, Brandy Janae's Bookshelf. As you could tell from the title of the video, today I am here to do a February book haul. All of these books that I have to talk about today I received in February. This will kind of be sectioned off. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do timestamps or not because I don't know how this is going to go. Probably only 3 sections. So I have Manga Spice Cafe books because I actually got both my January and February box in February. I'll probably move from Manga Spice Cafe over into my Right Stuf order, and then once I'm done with Right Stuf order I will probably go through everything else that I picked up. First set of Manga Spice Cafe will be kind of spoilery since I am planning on doing a full, my full unboxing, which I have already filmed. I haven't quite gotten to these yet, but anyway, the first one that we have is Daily Report About My Witch Senpai. Story and art is by Maka Mochito. This is a really pretty cover, so yeah. And then there is the back cover of there. The next one that we got is, I'm not going to read the top title because I don't want to butcher that, but it's Love's Battle Royale Volume 1 by Chi Shibata. And then finally for the January box we got Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend Volume 1 by Riji Miyajima. And this is like kind of a spin-off series of the original Rent a Girlfriend series, which I was interested in. These are the 3 mangas that came in the January Manga Spice Cafe, so you guys can be looking out for that video semi-soon. Hopefully this month. I'm hoping to get up all of the Manga Spice Cafe about unboxings plus reviews that I haven't done. So October, November, December, and then of course the January box as well. Moving on, we actually have the 3 mangas that came in the February Manga Spice Cafe for 2022, I should say. So we have Demon Slayer Stories of Water and Flame by Ryoji Hirano, and here is that. Then we have The 7 Deadly Sins 4 Nights of the Apocalypse Volume 1 by Nakaba Suzuki, and I believe that's actually also the original creator of the original 7 Deadly Sins series. So there's that. And then the final one that we received is Mishima Heroes by Hiro Mishima. So once again, those are the 3 mangas that were included in the February Manga Spice Cafe. So all 6 of those are being added from that subscription. Moving over into my what is this, my Right Stuf order. This is actually not my full order. I think it was one more thing that I had ordered, which was the main reason why my order was being held. I have Prince Freya Volume 5 by Kiko Ishihara. I've been meaning to read this for quite a while, but I put off getting it because I kind of wanted to have a couple volumes ready to go so I can read these back to back, because I have a feeling that this one is going to leave off on a pretty big cliffhanger. Here is the back cover of that if you guys are curious. Sorry, it's like a lot of white. There we go. That's a better view. But yeah, there is that. The next one that I picked up is A Man and His Cat Volume 1 by Umi Sakurai. I don't know. It's only one other one that I picked up that I only got a single volume of, and that is The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting Volume 1. The author is Sukiya and the translator is Jenny McKeon. I'm not quite sure, but here is that. I don't know why this kept like showing up whenever I would go looking through what they had or what was currently on sale. This kept showing up and I was like, something about it kept intriguing me, and I would put it in my cart and then I would save it for later, put it in my cart, save it for later. So this time I finally decided to just go ahead and get it. And then the other things that I picked up are all part of series, so I'm actually gonna like grab these because this box is about to fall. The first series that I decided to pick up more volumes of was My Senpai is Annoying Volume 4, as well as Volume 5 by Shiro Manta. I ended up enjoying this way more than I ever thought I would, because I've read other things that are like styled like this, or like the story is told in the same way, and I just didn't enjoy it. But it was something about this that I thought was super cute and I just fell in love with. I do also appreciate that this is like full color artwork. It's not like super detailed all the time. Like, as you can see, the background isn't like super detailed, but the characters are still in color if nothing else. And I just think this is super cute and it's always really fun. There is also a little artwork on the back. So here is that one, and then here's the back of Volume 5. I did also order Volume 6 of this, but that's the one that is still not currently available, and they'll just ship it out whenever it is. And then the last part of the Right Stuf order, which I think is a thing that I was the most excited for, and I was kind of disappointed that it ended up getting pushed back, because I was just like, I was ready. And that is the last 4 volumes of Sweat and Soap. Sorry, it's kind of a glare because I have a light right here. I will show off each individual cover. So here is Volume 8 and the back cover of Volume 8. Volume 9 and the back of Volume 9, Volume 10 and the back of Volume 10, and then finally Volume 11 and the back of Volume 11. And this is actually the final volume. So yeah, basically, like I said, last 4 volumes in the series. I actually have 5 volumes left to read, because I never did read Volume 7, because I was like, I'll wait until I have a couple more. And then I found out Volume 11 was the end, and I was just like, I'll just binge the rest of the series. I'm considering maybe starting over from the beginning, but also I'm like, do I really want to do that? I don't know, but I'm super excited to have all of these. I will be reading them soon, if not in March. All right, so the last section of books is kind of going to be a mix of things, because I don't feel like it's enough, and like it's enough in one section but not enough in the other to split it up. So this is going to be a mixture of everything that I like bought myself. So I have pre-orders, like I mentioned. I do also have a subscription box book that I was waiting on, and then everything else I kind of just bought with my own money throughout the month. So the first thing that I'm going to start off with is a manga, and I'm doing this because I just talked about manga, so kind of just wrapping up the last little bit. This is the only one that I bought like outside of, you know, the other things that I've already talked about, and that is the Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World Volume 1. I was randomly on Instagram one day, and I think it was the Panda Post, or at least she used to be the Panda Post. I think she has now changed her name to something else, but one of her reels randomly came up and she was like recommending different mangas that she's been into recently, or webtoons. I'm not quite sure, but I ended up watching a few of her videos and I came across this one and it sounded really good, and I had put it on my wish list, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna forget about it, and then never pick it up. So I was just like, you know what, let's go ahead and buy a physical copy of it. And I did, and I have it. I haven't read it yet, but it sounds like it'll be really cute, and I'm looking forward to getting to this, and I'm glad that I did just go ahead and pick it up. It's one of those like books that's kind of about books, so we'll see, and hopefully I do enjoy it. I'm pretty sure that I will though. Next thing is actually a middle grade, which, who am I just randomly picked up a middle grade. I don't know, I probably should have checked this out from the library first to make sure that I enjoyed it, but once again I took another risk and I picked up Nevermore. I think that's the series name, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. I think this is around the time I was like watching last minute favorite videos. The second book in the series came up. I remember a lot of people talking about this, and I know a lot of different people fell in love with this, and I think after I like wrapped up my favorites of 2021 and thinking about how much I enjoyed Amari and the Night Brothers, I was just like really like, okay, I think I am ready for like middle grade now. Like I can really enjoy it. And then a book that I was actually expecting to come back in December, this was the final Owl Crate box that I had paid for before I like fully canceled my subscription. I think I had talked about how I was planning on getting the book, but once I found out that Owlcrate was doing it, I decided to just get the box so that I can have a signed copy of the book. I wasn't expecting too much with this book, but when I got it and I like opened it up and I was just like, what? I don't know, maybe some of this came on the original edition, but I don't think it did. So if this was like a fully Owlcrate exclusive, I'm really happy that I went ahead and picked up the whole box, even though I wasn't like super like invested in everything that came in the box. But anyway, this is Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen, and I will show you guys like the full cup, like everything, and why I'm so happy that I did pick this up. Like I said, I was already planning on reading this. I think it's like a mermaid type of book, I think. Don't quote me on that though, because I honestly don't remember, but I was just like, black girls on the cover, sure, why not? Anyway, starting off, I'm pretty sure like the background color of the cover is different, which is what I was expecting. Usually that's what Owlcrate does. So I picked it up and I was just like, oh, okay, you know, whatever, it's fine. I'm not sure how well that's gonna show off, but we do have like gold sprayed edges and you could kind of tell, but you know, all of that is gold. So yeah. And I saw that, I was just like, okay. Of course, we do have the letter from the author, which is actually kind of a long one. So then I opened it up. I'm like, I know I'm being super secretive with this, but I opened it up and I kind of like got a sneak of that, and I was just like, okay, that already looks really pretty. But we have some artwork on the inside of the cover, which is gorgeous. I absolutely love this. I don't know who did it. I would tell you, but the entire box is like across the room and I don't really feel like going to get that right now. But if I remember, I'll put the name of the artist up on the screen. But that is beautiful. That, okay, so yeah, then we had that and I was just like, okay, we hit it out the park. And then, you know, when I was taking the dust jacket off, I think this is what really blew my mind. And it's like the whole hardcover has it, y'all, like, okay, yeah, so we have this, which is like printed on, so it's not like it's gonna rub off, at least I hope not, which I love, because usually whenever I'm reading it and we have like that embossed foiling, usually it rubs off after a while when I'm like touching it, because I'm like a really sweaty person. That's beside the point. But so yeah, we have this and it's like on the whole book. So yes, and like the main, like the dust jacket has like that velvety texture. You probably know, I don't know, it has that velvety texture, but this one is just like a glossy hardback, so it's just like this, the colors aren't gonna rub off like with the normal textured books, if that makes sense. I don't know, like that kind of clothy. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But anyway, then the inside has this on the end paper stuff. Yeah, it's on the back as well. So we have like, to go along with the outside, we have the inside, what is this, the end pages. And then of course, as always, we do have the little tip-in sheet with the signature, which I know it's not like the hugest thing, but it's always nice to get signed books. This was really well done. Like I said, I don't know if all of the books look like this, so if you got a regular copy of this, let me know if yours also has like all of this underneath the dust jacket. So I think we're gonna take like a little mini break from things that I just like randomly picked up throughout the month to quickly go over some pre-orders that I got. House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J Maas. I did pick up the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition because I think there is, somebody has a short story at the end of this. Hopefully I will be reading it in March, but honestly it's going to depend on my mood, and I don't know if I'm in the mood for this. And then the only other pre-order that I had that showed up, which honestly this wasn't supposed to be here yet. Like I said earlier in this video, if I kept it in, I'm pretty sure that this one wasn't supposed to be coming out until the first weekend, like the first full week of March, like that weekend. So I think maybe like the 8th or 9th, whatever that weekend is. I'm like 90% sure that this wasn't supposed to come out until then. But I got shipping notification, and I don't know what happened with Amazon, but they shipped it early. Anyway, I have Blood Scion by Deborah I don't want to butcher her name. You can see it there. It's Falaye. And then moving back over into everything else, I only have 3 other books to talk about or show off that I picked up. The next one that I have is Blood Like Magic by Leslie Sambury. I think it's how you say that. Okay, and then the last 2 books that I have to show off, honestly, I really don't know too much of what's, like, I know what happened and why I ended up getting them, but I'm still kind of like, did I really need to get them like right now? So the first one of those, once I show it, you guys will probably remember me saying I was going to pick this up and why I was going to pick it up if you watch all of my videos or most of my videos, like the main ones. Anyway, that is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This sucker is heavy. I had checked it out from the library. I was super excited to read it, and then I just got super behind and I just didn't get to it, and it was due back at the library. And I feel like this is one of those books that at least the people in my area are always going to be wanting to check this out, and I didn't want to have to constantly fight back and forth for trying to get this checked out from the library. So I was just like, you know what, I'll pick up my own copy. Like, I went back and forth because this was almost $30 on Amazon, which I think is still kind of crazy because obviously, you know, Amazon is usually a lot cheaper. But the fact that it was still that much, I was just like, I don't know. But I bit the bullet. I got it. And now I can, you know, whenever I do try to read it, which hopefully is sometime soon, I can like take it slowly and just take my time with it. And, you know, not have to worry about getting it back to the library in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks because someone wants to check it out as well. So I have this one, and that is the main reason why I picked that up. And then the other thing, which honestly I probably really could have waited on this, but I was just being super impatient as well, and that is Jade City by Fonda Lee. That was everything that I picked up in February. Kind of more than I was expecting to going into February, but I am still happy with everything that I picked up. I know a lot of the shorter things I will most likely be getting to pretty quickly. If you've read any of these, let me know what you thought about them, or like maybe what I should prioritize. If not, or you don't want to answer that at all, let me know what are some of the things that you picked up throughout February. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye.